Hi guys, this is Rachel May for Tutorial Tuesday. Um, Today I would like to help anyone who is struggling to find their style, someone who is looking to really hone in on who they are as a photographer. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. I'm on my Pinterest page because I love Pinterest, and this is my board. It's called This, and this particular board is filled with images that just really make my heart tick. When I see it, it makes me feel like this is why I'm a photographer. This right here is the type of emotion that I want to capture. It's these type of images that I want my photography to speak. So, the first thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do is to create a Pinterest board. And you can name it whatever you want, you could name it inspiration or, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. But so you're going to want to find 3 photos, and it doesn't have to be from one particular photographer, it can be from any photographer, but 3 photos that really just speak to you. And you're going to want to get a notebook and a pen, and just want you to jot down what 3 words you would use to describe each of those photos. And this is going to be something that you're going to want to go through each photo one at a time. So what words would you use to describe that photo? What is it that particular photo speaks to your soul? When I started doing this, I really began to realize that it was joy and romance and just pure happiness that really makes my heart tick. This particular photo right here, I love her smile, and I love the feeling that it evokes into my heart. And that's what we're after. We're after to try to figure out what it is that, what do you want your photos to evoke? And I feel like the photographs that speak to you from other photographers help you to understand who you are as a photographer. We're not out to copy other people, that's not what this exercise is about. This is for you to find what you love and what inspires you so that you can go out and be you and infuse that into your work. So the difference between all of us is the artist behind the camera. So we're going to take what we learn from here to go be ourselves in every way possible. So going back to these images, once you start looking into it, is it an emotion? Again, joy. Joy just really speaks to me. Is it a relationship? I find that I love couples. I love love. I love the connection between 2 people. I love touch. I always ask my couples to cuddle, basically, when I'm photographing them, because I love that connection. So when you choose your 3 photos, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be people. It can be I know a lot of you guys are into the food photography right now. Look into photos of food. It could be landscapes. It could be people. It could be a family. It could be newborns. It could be anything. Let your imagination run wild. But when you start looking at that photo, you need to ask yourself, what is it about this photo? Is it the contrast, the light, the color, the composition? Take the entire photo in and allow it to speak to you and elaborate on why you love it. Just go on a thought train. Just start writing and come up with all of these things that draw you into that photo. And then when you do that, when you go through all those photos and you make all those notes about why you love those photos, look at them all and look and see, is there a recurring theme here? What relationship can you see in what you've written? These things right here, these particular words, when you're saving photos, write what it is about that particular photo that really just draws you in. Her happiness here, that kiss, how soft this is. And this just, I mean, they're there together, you know, they're in the midst of airplanes, but they are so together right there. Just contagious happiness, like all of these things, it just really draws together and completely embodies what I want my photography to be. You just keep asking yourself, you know, what is it about these things until you hit a dead end, until you feel that you've gotten to a point where it's like, I know who I am. I know what I want. And this is not going to be a process where you're going to finish this today and you're going to know who you are. Like, this is a continual process. I've been on this process for a really long time, and I still don't feel like I know 100%. Like, it's an evolving thing. But once you get on a path and you understand where you're going and what you're striving for, it makes it easier to just be yourself. And when you're photographing, no, I'm not going to photograph that way because it's not me. I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that because that's not me. I don't want a ton of cheesy smile at me pictures. I want the cuddle. I want the sweet moments in between the cuddles. You know, I don't, you know, I'll do a couple of smile at me pictures. Everybody wants a couple of those. But now that I know what I'm heading for, I feel like I really have started to hone in on who I am. And when someone sends me a message and says, I want Rachel May photos, because they know exactly what the Rachel May photo is. It's romantic, it's joyful, it's happy, you know, it has a specific feel to it. And that, I think that's what we all want as a photographer, is we want that. We want someone to say, I want to be a client of this person because of the way that they take photos. You know, that's what we want at the end of the day. So, once you've got all that down, you know, you can strive forth and really become who you are. So, I hope this makes sense, and I would be happy to walk anyone through, you know, talk through some of this if you need it. I've done it with a couple of people before, not just with with the photography, but also with branding. I think it's the same way with that too. You know, what do you love? What textures do you love? What colors do you love? The end all be all of all of this, though, in reality, is just to be yourself. Just seek who you are and be that person. You know, we can be afraid to be ourselves and really just come out and show the world who we are. But those people who are out there touching lives and doing what they love, I'm sure they went through the same thing. So we just got to push through, got to be ourselves, and show the world that we are fabulous and amazing. So let me know if you have any questions.